Hey everybody, this is Grace. And I was thinking this morning and yesterday, once again, pardon the puppy in the background, the noise, but I was thinking about voices that we can hear on TV, on social media, videos, wherever, um, that, that calm us, that soothe us. And I've experienced this for years now. And I was thinking about this. Well, last night I was trying to find something on YouTube to watch. I usually fall asleep when I'm watching like TV shows that I like, that I've watched for a while, like series, and people on video that I've heard their voices over the years, or just a year or so. And I was looking for something to watch, something new. I was trying to fall asleep, and couldn't find anything. And then Carol Burnett, remember Carol Burnett? A video popped up of hers. Somebody had made the video from different clips from her old shows, I guess. I don't know. And so I was watching that and I was laughing and I was thinking back about when I was a child, how that I was a fan and not. And I remember as a child I would think about things like comics, the Sunday comic section. I would think, this has more meaning to adults, I'm sure, than it does to children. And the same thing for the Carol Burnett show. And but I watched it, and then I watched another one that was like an hour, and that calmed me down, soothed me, because I was feeling well, I had gone through the whole thing of, I would say one of the stages of grief, that of, well, I was feeling some anxiety, and then I moved, different stages, and into that feeling a little depression, situational depression. And yesterday it really was hitting me hard, that feeling, feeling down. And I didn't feel like doing anything that my usual things, like make videos. Didn't feel it. And I knew what it was. I knew that this is what I was experiencing. And then after watching that, today I woke up not feeling it, not feeling that kind of, depression. I'm not saying that works for everybody. That's what just worked for me. And yeah. Okay, pardon how I'm doing my videos these days, but I don't really find reason to go out. And I would go out and sit in my SUV and do it, but I'm waiting for a delivery, grocery delivery. Adam told me this morning, have you ordered the groceries yet? I said, no. I just got them on Tuesday, and today's Sunday. And he said, go ahead and do that. So he's been watching more and more of the news. He said, we need to have them. And I said, well, some of the stuff, the cost is more expensive, and they don't have a bunch of stuff, and they don't deliver. The last 2 times we didn't get everything that we ordered. And because a lot of stuff one of them I was ordering from, they were out of stock. And this time I ordered straight from the store, but it's the same delivery service. So he said, I don't care if we have to pay more, we just pay more. But yeah, we've heard enough about price gouging, and I've been through hurricanes and stuff like that. When I was younger, I understand about price gouging a lot. I've experienced it. And but anyway, I'm waiting for that, so I'm not going to be out in my car. But anyway, back to the topic of things that soothe. This morning when I woke up, I was thinking about the voices that soothe me. Yeah, and I was thinking that some of them are actually people I don't like. Well, I'm not fond of. Okay, I'm not fond. I'll wind up turning it off if they really get deep into what truly bothers me about them. Some would call it triggers me. Yeah, it just triggers bad thoughts and just about that person. And I'm at this point in my life where I'm, trying to forgive people. And, I saw that prayer recently. Of course, I cannot quote it. I'm not good at that. But it was about, basically forgiving and praying for, your enemies and along that line. So I'm trying this. I'm working on it. But yeah, but some of them, even though it's something about their voice that soothes me, and their voices, different ones. And I have been told that. I've been told that my voice sounds soothing to some people. And I'm always like, really? That just surprises me. Really? My voice soothes you? But I do think that in some part, for me, it's not voices that I would hear, the sounds, the accent. Yeah, it's not what I would be all that accustomed to. It would be something else, some other accent from some other part of the United States or another country. Yeah, it's just something about their voices. And yeah, like I said, even if I don't, even if they're like narcissistic, and some would say, well, yeah, that's something you're used to, what they say. But no, the things they say still irritate me. Okay, and I still disagree with them on that. In the way they say how narcissistic they can be about I'm not diagnosing them with the personality disorder, but their behaviors seem very narcissistic, especially arrogance and lacking empathy. So, yeah. And there's also that of they're going to benefit. Oh, man, really, at a time like this, they're going to benefit from, yeah, it's just a shame. But anyway, that was on my mind. And then when I got up this morning, went and took a shower, I remembered an odd feeling. See, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it really a symptom because I don't know what it's a symptom of. And I've never heard anybody have the symptom of what. Even nothing. I've never heard it before at all. And I've never experienced it. I'm 56 years old. I've never experienced this one. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I meant, in another video. But I have been mentioning all along that I wonder if I've already had this coronavirus, COVID-19, and I had a mild case of it. Now, I cannot diagnose it. I'm not a healthcare professional or provider, and I don't know if these were the symptoms. Not all of them. I do not know this, so don't take that as one. I do not know. And I don't know what it's a symptom of. But it started when I first started noticing it, as I've mentioned before, when I fell, don't know why, I fell on a hardwood floor real hard on my left knee. I kind of went to the side and then fell. And I remember, screaming for Adam to come and help me, and it's 10 o'clock at night or so. It took me an hour to get up. My brain wasn't working right. All I knew is, no, you're not going to help me. No, I don't want any help. And it took me an hour to figure out how to get up. And it was bad. It was really bad. And I was telling him my brain's not working right. My brain's not working right. And then there were just all kinds of things that happened around that time. I fell asleep for 36 hours, except of course to go eat and go to the restroom, that kind of thing. And I was pretty much out of it for a month. That happened on February 9th, and I was pretty much, I'm diabetic, type 2, and I was experiencing a deeper fog than happens at times for me. Now, I'm not saying that happens for everyone. None of this is for everyone. This is just about what happens to me. Okay, and I don't know if that's other symptoms of what. But there were a lot of little things. And the one that I was thinking this morning when I was taking a shower was, I went through, I don't know how many days, how many times, but I do remember two, that I would take a shower using the same, where I put the heat, how hot it would be. It's the same as I always have, that I remember ever doing. And that when I would get out of the shower, I like to take hotter showers, but when I would get out, what was normal for me, the normal heat, temperature, when I would get out, I would feel this I didn't even know how to describe it. I still don't. It was just such a weird feeling, like my body was having trouble, underneath the skin, maybe even. I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know. And the second, that was one of the times that I remember first feeling it, and I'm like, what is going on with me? And it didn't last long. But the next time it happened, after taking a shower, I felt it for like 2 or 3 hours. And it was accompanied with a feeling of total exhaustion. Okay, just totally exhausted. And there was no reason for me to be exhausted like that. None at all. So it was really a weird thing. Okay, and I mentioned that to Adam this morning. He said, "Yeah, I remember that happening," and it was just so many different things. He said, "You had a lot of odd to me, feelings, or." So, like I said, I don't know whether to call them symptoms or what. Yeah, it's just a lot of little odd ones, and I got over them. And then I also experienced that little bit of dry cough, and it was somewhat dry cough. It was not my usual, but except that I really don't pay that much attention because too much. I have so serious allergies, yeah, and to so many things that I'm used to coughing every once in a while. Plus, I'm a smoker, so between the two, I'm used to every once in a while coughing, especially allergies. If I go outside and just sit in my SUV, next thing I know, I'm coughing and sneezing and whatever. And spring has definitely sprung. Yeah, here it had for a month. So okay. Sorry if you start hearing noise in the background. My old dog, Marmaduke, decided he wanted to be in here with me. So he will make noise every once in a while. He must have been standing outside the door, but he follows me around. But he's the dog that has dementia. He's old. He's an old dog. So if you hear noise in the background, that's what it is. Anyway, but I do wonder about all these things that I had, because some of them, like I said, I've never experienced in my life. That whole feeling of just total exhaustion, whatever my body was feeling, like it was taking longer than usual to, can I even say this, like after I took a shower, it was taking longer than usual to cool back down, maybe something like that. And it was making me feel a little bit of fatigue or exhaustion, something. Yeah, that one time I know it was exhaustion. I was feeling it. You hear Marmaduke? There it goes. He does that heavy breathing every once in a while. He's old, like I said. Poor thing. I usually have to put a fan on him so he can cool down better. Yeah. Speaking of cooling down, right? Anyway. Okay. He's still gonna make these noises, so he'll calm down a little bit. But I was thinking also, I was thinking about making this video, and then Adam said, suggested I go ahead and order the groceries early, because we were thinking more like Monday or Tuesday, and because Tuesday this week, but really, Marmaduke. Yeah. But in the meanwhile, Cuomo came on today, Sunday. I just find him as true leadership, really. I like watching Cuomo. I like what he says, how he says it. Like something today, he was saying, I don't remember what it was. I was having to deal with the puppy. Yeah, the puppy I nicknamed Mayhem. And it was something he was saying that I caught the end of it when he was saying that he wants it done within 24 hours. It's like, that's leadership. In a crisis situation like this pandemic, and what's going on in New York, yeah, he says this is what needs to be done, and this must be done, and if it's not now, it's 24 hours, and says, and he really lays it out why this needs to be done, what is being done, how much, how soon, when all these things he lays it out, explains to people, and he can't control everybody, but yeah, explains why you need to be in your home, why you don't need to be congregating and going to parks and hanging out with one another. He had some picture, I guess, that he took when he was looking, and there were just a bunch of people there. Yeah. But like I said, true leadership. And that's what I like seeing. Yeah. I don't like to just, well, anyway, I like true leadership. Okay, I turned the fan on Marmaduke. He gets, I think he has anxiety. Really, sometimes I do. Doggy anxiety. And he starts breathing heavy when he's just sitting there or laying there on his dog bed. But see, he gets just, I don't know if you can hear it, but anyway, I'm trying to calm him down. So yeah, I like watching Cuomo. Out of anybody to watch, I like Cuomo. I like also watching Fossey, Dr. Fossey. What he has to say, you know, true voice of authority. There was true leadership, and then there's the true voice of authority. So, yeah, it's always good to follow those. Okay, he keeps getting riled up a bit. But anyway, like I said, you know, pardon the way I'm going to be doing videos. I'm not alone in this. Yeah, you know, I'm so glad that the news networks and so forth finally got with the program. You know, I kept saying this about be true examples, and there they were sitting right real close to one another, and it's like, seriously? I don't care which one it was. Seriously? What's going on here? You know, you're telling us this, you know, to do the whole social distancing, and like I think the CDC is saying physical distancing, yet you're sitting there just shoulder to shoulder practically. And they've changed. Thank goodness. We need true examples. There's true leadership. There's true, you know, true science, true, and true examples. Can we have it now? Now we've got them. Okay. Seriously, really. Okay. And as far as these, you know, people, I'm still waiting for them to deliver. I hope that they text me. I put there to text me, like they used to do when I ordered it this way. The last one didn't. You know, to text me when they leave the food right outside the door, and there's a sign. I checked the little box. It says they can deliver, and I'm not there to pick, you know, to get it. So that way, we don't have to associate with them, you know, and they don't have to with us. And of course, we're going to be careful when we bring the stuff home. When I isolate it, the new groceries on the table, and all that. You know, wash stuff down and whatever. So hopefully they'll text me this time, because the last time, if I hadn't just gone to the door and opened it up, I would not have known that it was out there. And there was eggs and milk and, you know, yogurt, stuff like that. But really, these are people who are, these are frontline workers too. I don't want to take away from nurses and doctors, healthcare professionals. Yeah, they are definitely. But if it weren't for delivery services and people in the stores, I mean, I made an order and I wanted to add something to it. I just went right back in to add some vitamins, some garlic my doctor has me on, and supplements. And this doesn't mean that your doctor would say that, but mine did years ago. But I went to reorder that. I've not had luck. I went in and it wouldn't let me change it because my order was already being shopped for in the store. Somebody, I'm thinking what they do is the people in the store shop for it, and they the people who deliver just pick it up. You know, that's simple. So, uh-oh, there goes the puppy. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Mayhem's going to start. Mayhem's outside, and you can hear him all the way to the front. He's not happy with being outside, but I can't take another fall. It wasn't his fault, but he kept trying to push me on that same leg, the left leg where the knee I hurt after it happened, and still does. And he tries to knock me down when he comes in. He's getting to be big. Yeah, he's getting to be a big dog. He's a puppy, but he's more teenage years. And yeah, still can't discipline him. He just won't learn. But and also a couple days ago, he's too excitable, and I put him on a leash and was about to take him out, and he saw Marmaduke out there, and he took off, and my hand knocked the leash out of my hand, but at the same time it hit my hand against the door frame, and I've got a bunch of cuts because of the way it hit the door frame. So no more. Yeah, that's two things. You know, humans need to learn. Yeah. I have said that more than once. Humans need to learn. We humans that are taking care of him. He's not going to be trained. He just won't. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. if you have any comments, leave them below. Like I said, I'm not a healthcare professional or provider. Read the disclaimer below this video on YouTube. This is, I don't know what these are, were the symptoms of, and so forth and so on. All right, talk to you on another video. Bye.